Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Menē Inc., a new and unique way to invest in gold and e-commerce. Menē is a direct-to-consumer jewelry brand that has been taking the global jewelry market by storm. The New York Times said Menē's jewelry is worth its weight in gold, and Vogue said Menē is one of the most successful jewelry brands to have launched in recent times. So today, I'd like to bring your attention to our stock, which is listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange Venture, as well as the US OTC market. I'd also like to introduce all of you to our product, so hopefully you can become a shareholder as well as a customer and supporter of Menē. So here at Menē, we are addressing the global jewelry market, which is not only one of the oldest industries in the world, it's also one of the largest. So as you know, the entire global gold market is approximately $8 trillion in size. Well, half of that is in jewelry. Every year, $300 billion of jewelry is sold. And, that number is still increasing. But of course, just like any other industry, that growth is increasingly happening online. So according to research, the online jewelry sales is expected to grow by 17% per year and reach the size of $30 billion in 2021. But the Eastern jewelry market and the Western jewelry market are completely different. In the East, $100 billion of jewelry is sold every year, and 90% of that can be attributed to the precious metals content within the jewelry item. So in other words, the Eastern consumer, they're not simply buying jewelry, they are accumulating precious metals via jewelry. So as you know, 2 billion consumers in the East currently have $3 trillion of high carat gold among them. The jewelry is always high carat, 22 or 24 carat. It's priced by weight, and there is a minimal design fee of 10 to 30%. And the economy, the system has become a very vibrant and sophisticated economy as well. There is huge demand for unbranded jewelry, branded jewelry, layaways, exchanges, sales, you name it. And there are some of the top brands at the bottom of the screen. So the top 10 brands in the East represent 7% of the market. In the West, however, we have seen decades of consolidation as well as the pursuit of margin, and now we believe the Western jewelry market has lost sight of how jewelry is supposed to be. So you can barely find any 22K or 24K jewelry is not offered by any of the leading players, and there is a systematic dilution of precious metals content. So there is a huge focus on gems and diamonds or other subjective values such as adornment and trends. The market is also extremely consolidated, with the top industry leaders representing the majority of the sales within the industry. Tiffany and Pandora, two of the biggest players, together last year, they sold over $8 billion of jewelry, and the market awarded them $20 billion in market capitalization. So over the past few decades, we have seen entire industries and companies being shaken to its core when new players that capture the imagination of consumers emerge and completely rewrite the rules. Companies such as Amazon and Uber completely change the way people call taxis or buy a book. While the jewelry industry is bigger than the industries of taxi and books combined, and yet this is one of the industries that has never seen any meaningful disruption since the age of the internet. Until now. So Menē has invented a brand new business model that completely changes the way jewelry is made, priced, sold, and even thought of. 3 unique pillars that our business model is built on. Number 1, Menē is the first jewelry brand that only sells 24 karat gold and platinum jewelry without gems, diamonds, or alloys, or anything that will obfuscate the true weighted value of the precious metals. Number 2, Menē is the only jewelry brand that in the world that prices its jewelry by gram weight while also transparently discloses its profit margins. So our consumers know exactly what part of the purchase price is a fee earned by Menē and what part it actually translates into, say, an investment in precious metals. And number 3, Menē keeps its profit margin at roughly 20%. So that means the majority of the price you pay for the jewelry is actually reserved in this in the precious metals, and there is a 20% fee earned by us. A $500 ring, for example, would have $400 of gold value, and $100 will be the fee earned by Menē. That results in what we call investment jewelry. Our product always have a objective weighted value that can be calculated at any moment. It also means that our jewelry, just like a share of stock or a piece of real estate or artwork, it could potentially appreciate over time, which has been the case for gold and platinum over the last 6 months. A few KPIs we'd like to share with you. Keep in mind that Menē is a very young business. We just launched to public in January last year. We already made $20 million as of June 30th this year, which is the most recent reported quarter. We sold 30,000 units to clients in more than 60 countries. So I'll have more financial figures to share with you a little bit later. So we're trying to educate the consumers with ancient wisdom, because without proper education, some of you in this room probably don't know how just non-transparent the jewelry industry has been. And consumers have been treating jewelry as a discretionary item with very low resale value. Well, that is not how jewelry is supposed to be. So here at Menē, we have been flipping the value proposition from before, where 80 to 90% of the value is lost at the moment you purchase a jewelry. But now we're changing that, so 80% or more of the value is preserved as an investment in precious metals that could potentially even appreciate over time. I encourage all of you to visit Menē.com, MENE.com. You can see how we incorporate the technology and the power of the internet to price our product in real time. So we use a formula that multiplies the weight of the jewelry by the prevailing market precious metals prices. So we clearly show the weight of each piece and the gold value within the piece, as well as the Menē fee that we charge. We also provide our customers with the ability to track the performance of your jewelry. So this is my collection, which is a dashboard within Menē.com. Our customers can always see how their jewelry value is performing, just like a share of stock. This is also the place customers can initiate a buyback. We have a lifetime buyback policy where we pay the prevailing market price at the time when you choose to sell, and we charge a 10% buyback fee. So the natural elements of gold and platinum have been coveted for thousands of years due to their unique qualities. They're extremely rare, and they're radiant like no others, and they're indestructible. I've been asked several times that 24-karat gold, is it too soft for jewelry? Well, that is a myth invented by the industry so they can conveniently add, nickel and copper metals that are abundant and cheap and also tarnishes over time. So while 24-karat gold is malleable, it contours to your body, but it's still a metal, and it is not too soft. And once you compare 24K gold and 18K gold, you can really see the difference. One of our co-founders is Diana Picasso. She is, of course, the granddaughter of the great artist Pablo Picasso. Diana oversees the artistic direction of Menē, as well, the design team as well. Our lead designer is Sanju Moon. She's based in Paris, and she is alumni of Louis Vuitton and Kenzo. Our design team is extremely productive. Over the last quarter, they launched 85 new designs. That's basically one new design every day. We are a very vertically integrated business model. We own our own manufacturing facility. All Menē jewelry is produced on U.S. soil. We have our manufacturing facility in New Jersey at the Newark Airport. Our design marketing team is based in Paris, and our technology and customer support team is in Toronto. That's where I'm from. Another key ingredient to Menē's success is the relationship with Gold Money. Menē is co-founded by Gold Money CEO Roy Sabag, and Gold Money to this day still owns 36% of Menē. What is Gold Money? Gold Money is the world's largest precious metals-backed savings and payment network. It oversees $2.2 billion of precious metals. That translates into roughly 34 tons of gold. So that gives Menē unprecedented access to precious metals. That allows us to produce our jewelry collection on U.S. soil, charge a 20% fee, and still able to make a profit. This also gives us this economic moat because any potential competitors, if they would like to copy our business model, it would be not profitable for them. Another long-term differentiator is the fact that we only deal with 24-karat investment-grade bullion, gold, and platinum. That means we never have to worry about our inventory losing value or we have to discount our products because basically we're always long precious metals on our balance sheet. Menē is a young company, launched in January last year. We went public in November last year. I can go through some of the numbers. We are fully funded. Right now we have $46 million in tangible assets and $19 million in equity capital. We have a dual class share structure, and overall the company is 81% owned by insiders. Some of the financial figures, we're in year 2 of the operation, so we're getting some real year-over-year growth. And as you know, it is critically important for new companies to continue that momentum in year 2. So we basically increased our revenue by 76% during the slowest quarter of Q2. Numbers of orders have doubled. We have been growing our gross margin to 24% as well on top of the top line growth. And we're well positioned for Q3. That's when the gold prices have been really seeing a huge appreciation, as well as Q4, which is the biggest quarter for all retailers. And as a young company, we're spending incredibly little on marketing because all of our Menē customers have been walking billboards. So as a young company that with not even one physical store, we have been selling $20 million in sales, and our customers are really happy. That's why 35% of our customers are repeat customers as well. Thank you very much.